We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to... You're not going to beat me to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerds of the Apocalypse.
Of course.
I'm of course.
No, I'm Stevie B.
I'm Trex.
I'm Stevie B.
No, wait.
Wait, does that make me Showtime?
No. Yes.
No. Yay! I'm popular.
You're going to get laid.
What?
Yes!
I'm apparently been getting laid. It's okay, Steve.
I'm married, so I don't.
No, but if I'm Stevie B and he's Showtime,
you're Mike.
Trex.
That's okay. I got like a huge limit on my Amazon credit card, so I'm going to go on Amazon right now. It's every day is like I just bought this, and this from Amazon.
What would we do if we all just like had a Freaky Friday deal and we just like switched?
Like if I became him, I would feel like I was the odd man out.
I would creepily hit on so many women.
As me?
No, it's him. But if I was you,
thanks.
What would I do? Oh, Legos would know how I really feel.
He doesn't show up.
He would have an email waiting for him when he came back. You would have at least one less Facebook friend.
Oh yes, yeah. That would be the first thing we all do.
Yeah, you're probably right. You wouldn't have to worry about it if you were me. I already blocked.
Okay. And no one has no idea what you guys are talking about.
I know.
Okay, we're okay with this. I
have a guy who like it's the constant sharing, and like sharing stuff isn't that bad. It's that it's weird stuff he shares, and then it's like multiple shares, and then he shares his own stuff. It's like I go down my feed and he shared his share that he shared, and I'm like, what?
It's shareception.
It's like, what is he doing? Does he not know how Facebook works? Like, I just feel like he just doesn't get it, and it's. But I know for a long time the guy is harmless, but it's just he comes across as kind of strange.
Sharing.
But I don't know. He's harmless though. Irregardless, let's get on with the cast. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a trip to Florence Comic Con, and apparently how I acted in a restaurant or something. Like everyone's.
We don't have to talk about that. I'm fine with that. But,
no, we can talk about it if you want.
No,
it was just.
Yeah.
It was scary.
And but first we're going to do our weeks in Geek. So we'll start with Showtime.
Well, guys, I guess I have one quote I can start this off with.
Great. Here we go.
It's time to do. I picked up Yu-Gi-Oh again. I don't know. I decided I really like the way the cards look, and I'm like, man, this would be awesome to play because it's a card game I get. I can't play regular cards but I can play Yu-Gi-Oh. I bought like a $10 deck, and then I was like, let's just make sure I really want to do this. So let's just make one more purchase where I can have all the cards and not have to spend any money to get them. So I bought the game for Xbox, and I've been playing it there, and it's fun. And I like it, and I can play other people online without having to go to like a tournament and stuff like that.
You haven't played him online yet. I call him out too.
No, you're right. I can, but I told him earlier I don't want to do it until I know, because they're going to use every type of card against me, and I want to know how to at least use them.
I was making fun of him. He was playing it over here. I was like, "What are you playing? A computer?" He's like, "Are we playing anybody online?" He's like, "I was like, pussy."
I don't play Hearthstone online.
Why not?
I treat it just like a first-person shooter or a MOBA.
Hearthstone.
Internet people suck.
Well, they can't talk to you in either of those games.
Well, Hearthstone you can send like
pre-made messages, but they're all polite.
That's true. Even the mean ones are like, "Ha! I'm gonna beat you."
You look nice today, but bring it.
Thanks, Thrall.
Yeah, but I've been doing that. Metal Gear Solid still as well. Star Wars phone app, Uprising.
We started on NotA Clan.
Yeah.
Or NotA Cartel.
Yes.
If you want to join the NotA Cartel and Star Wars Uprising, just send us a message on Facebook with your username. We'll add you. I tried to add Trex, and apparently Showtime here wanted to take...
I had no idea I had to upgrade.
Yeah, I was like...
Did you upgrade him?
I did. I promoted him.
Okay,
good.
So today we'll add you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just me and Showtime.
Because I'm level 14 now.
I tried to talk Beth.
Oh, shit.
I tried to talk Beth into playing, but she wasn't having it. I was like, come on, Beth.
Peer pressure. We'll get her.
We'll get her. I really like Uprising.
It's good. Story's pretty good, too.
How they function with the gear upgrades, I have not switched out any gear because I've been leveling everything up.
Well, it's great because there's no like high-end gear in the game. You can get gear that's already leveled up. That's high-end gear, but you can essentially turn anything you find into the high-end gear.
Yeah.
There's specific things that like the DL44 I think is that's what it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think you have to get that from the
I've got one.
the chat. Like, did you get that like free,
Yeah.
or did you pay
Well,
for it?
if you pre-registered, you should have gotten it for free anyway.
Oh,
And also you can get it from I got it from a mission drop,
okay.
something like that.
So, and they do have there. It is a free app, but they do have the pay thing where you can pay for crystals, and you can use it to get high grade armor right off the rip.
Yeah, yes, you can do that. Or every day you get an opportunity mission, and it gives you 120 of those crystals, and you can use that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you can either use that to do a draw for that, or you can use it to respawn twice that day. So
Okay, sweet.
I never go below two draws. That way, if I die, I can just come back up. Then I'm gonna get 120 the next day anyway. So it's pretty sweet.
Haven't
And-
died yet, but got close. I survived a mission with like 11 health.
I've tried like 3 times.
Yeah.
I go in.
Get better.
I always I always like go to like the you shouldn't do this mission. 'Cause,
Yeah, the riskies.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah, I
so-
do all I do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
It's
Sorry.
bad.
Oh, my bad. My bad. And it's weird because it's like this is part of Star Wars canon now, so it's like you try to pay more attention to the story.
Yeah. I think I told you I have an issue with that. Like everything that's Star Wars now, I can't do.
Oh, he just sneezed all over my
it's
leg.
okay. It was cute.
Vader.
Everything that like happens now, no matter how small it seems, it's a big deal to me now because it's Star Wars. So.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing else. We won't talk about that until.
No. Okay, so you can go next.
Okay. My gaming PC is still down, so...
Oh god. You got the set to fix it though, didn't you?
You got an alien one.
No, I'm still waiting for my PlayStation 4, my PSU. Still waiting for the power supply.
I thought that came in.
No, it comes in tomorrow.
Oh right, with everything else.
With everything else.
Yeah. What's everything else?
My RAM will be coming in on Tuesday.
All right. What else?
You're going with this. Crap, what else actually is coming?
Stop. You know.
Well,
You know
Only
what I
two
want
more
you to
things
say.
that matter.
Okay. So, we have this cool opportunity to go to a haunted house in October to do some fun videos with them and try to do a commercial for them, which is honestly great for me because it gives me an opportunity to do more filmmaking. And so, because I have a great Amazon credit card and I practically almost paid it off, and I have a great limit, I decided to get these two guys GoPros. They got some GoPro cameras coming with a bunch of accessories with a headband and a chest, so...
And mine has a special attachment to make it a crotch cam.
Yeah. You know what we should do?
We're gonna have to mark which one is actually.
we should
Smells
we
funny.
could totally we should start a new video series where we put it up on your car and we'll just do like riding in cars with nerds and we can do
I would no.
stupid stuff.
They'd be like, when you see nerd raging, watch me drive. I get what the f are you doing? If I missed this light,
So
I'm gonna throw you into the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
So we have so I got these guys some GoPros to use for that video and also for future stuff as well, because this guy has a sick mind and he hates his wife, so he's going to do GoPro stuff with them.
You make it sound like it's gonna be like. There's so many things that come to my mind that I don't want to say. Like, our age.
Just for the record, I'm sorry, Heather.
Yeah, our age range on this is pretty vast, so I don't know how to say what I was thinking,
I'm
but
probably gonna attach it to Vader and have him run around the yard.
Oh my god, that'll be great.
that would actually be good. So
But yeah, I'm so I got a lot of stuff coming in this week.
we can get the Millennium Falcon drone and put the GoPro
It
on.
should already have a camera on it, doesn't it?
No,
Oh, okay. So we'll use
$150, it better.
I don't. I think the Millennium Falcon drone is cheaper than that.
Well, almost better.
That's the BB-8. That's $150.
I thought it was 150 when I saw it at Target.
I don't know. Might be. We can check today.
Yeah, we get my lightsaber.
But yeah, so my gaming PC is still down. Been playing on my PlayStation 4 a little bit. It's been okay. And yeah, I already got my motherboard and my CPU So I meant to actually bring my instruction manual for my motherboard because I need to read it because it's like this thick.
I just hook it in and go.
Yeah.
I don't even. When I built the one, not this one, the one before this one, I just plugged it. I was like, well, figure it out.
The only instructions I read are on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And if they're too long, I don't use that card. I'm like, this may be the best card in the world, but too much.
Well, no, this is like a $400 motherboard, high-end gaming, wireless internet connectivity already installed in it, just across the board, awesome. Now I'm not using it for gaming. It actually
Fapping.
No, I'm using it for streaming. But it also allows me... This is also cool as well as the motherboard can allow me to do quad cross, SLI, or Crossfire. So I can put 4 video cards in there and SLI all of it. To make it one gigantic awesomeness. But I'm not using it for that. I'm using it for streaming. So, fuck
So
me.
you're wasting money.
A little bit, but I needed an Intel board and... Because I got...
Swap out your other one.
Motherboard's
Or you-
AMD.
You can just give me your old rig.
I'll
Steve needs
sell it to
an upgrade.
you. I have to get a hard drive for it, but yeah.
$7.
Well, I mean, it would be good. It'd actually be good to give it to one of us because then we can have our streaming PC.
It's
I can already do it, but mine has that extra thing in there.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, it's a quad core system.
you're so upset. Sorry.
I mean, she's a quad core system, about maybe close to 5 years old. So, I mean, she's been doing pretty well with me, but it's time for me to upgrade to something a little more heavy duty. And I need Intel. Intel is great for that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. The CPU itself was 450. Fucking Intel.
That's
Say a bad word. We don't say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll replace it with pop singers. Freaking Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
She's a country singer?
I have no idea what you just tried to do there, so we'll just move on.
That's okay, because I saw The Visit yesterday.
Bob
M.
sang
Night
it!
Shyamalan's new movie.
You did say
Oh,
it was
really?
good?
Yeah. It was a twist.
Not
I'll
bad.
give it that. It was a twist. But sitting through it, you really have to be a fan of M. Night Shyamalan.
At the end, it was just like the grandparents pranking the kids for Halloween.
No, it was something a little bit.
I don't want to watch the movie because I don't like
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan, but I do want to know what the ending is.
Yeah, at the end,
Okay,
at the end of the cast, you tell
Yeah,
us.
I'll tell you, because it was.
I'm not going to go see it, so.
Yeah, not either.
Yeah,
We still do.
because seriously, you have to be an M. Night fan, because even me sitting through it, I'm like, are we done yet? Are we just... They're still going?
There's gonna be a bunch of college kids. That's what it's gonna be.
Scooby-Doo comes in.
It's gonna be the next Jackass movie.
But yeah, I also have TwitchCon coming up this week.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I leave on Thursday, and I'm going to be in California for the first time.
I'm just saying, why don't you take one of the GoPros with you?
Yeah. And go to a strip club. I mean,
Go to
GameStop?
TwitchCon with your GoPro.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And then he
What'd you
can
think
just
of
wait
it?
till you get back.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
I mean, I'll take it and see what I
I
can
need
do.
to work on this stuff.
I should hide it. Like, it gets sound too, right?
Yeah.
I should hide it, like, on my person when I go to school and record those conversations I've been texting.
I'm trying to get Showtime to make a Twitter about he he's in this weird flux where he's too old but going to college, so like he doesn't have that like early 20s mentality where
No,
it's just,
you don't have that millennial
that's
mentality.
true too. And so he hears like these uppity, like ridiculous girls in their conversations, and it is sometimes it's like disgusting, and it makes me fear for what my daughter's going to be like in her 20s. Like, I really hope the kind of stuff. I get texts almost daily. Like, guess what this girl just said?
and I don't even try to hear it. I am sitting there playing Star Wars, like engrossed in it, and then I hear stuff like, well, like he's cute, but he's like 27. I'm 27, by the way.
Hey, he's cute as a button.
Yeah. And so, like, he's gross. I don't want to, like, F him, but I, like, want to keep it going because he gets me into places without having to show my ID, and I get, like, free shots and stuff, so, like, I want to lead him on. And the girls are just like, yeah, that makes sense!
Oh my god!
Like, you are, like, if there were Sith in the real world, you are them. Like, that is, or succubus, that is what you are, a succubus. And then she said, okay, well, I'm going to go upstairs on the balcony and try and get some homework done. And I almost said, try not to suck any out your way out there. But I didn't, because I'm actually a polite person. I would rather just tell about it on a podcast.
I told him, I was like, you either need to do a Twitter or start a blog where it's like, the first part is the quotes, and the second part is your reaction to the said quotes. Like, and it don't even have to
Give
be
yourself
long.
a live journal.
It don't even have to be long blogs.
No.
They could just be like that first one, say what she said and where she was going to go, and just put me trying to suck it out. That's journal entry for Thursday.
All right, so what about you?
All right, I've actually done a lot. Well, first, I think it was either right after our recording last weekend, I went with Heather to Target, and okay, so this is how to get you. Disney's perfect. They take your money, man. Their masters. Heather goes, I want a Force Awakens shirt, and I'm like, all right, so yeah, let's go get you a Force Awakens shirt, man. I gotta wear it for the movie. I was like, yes, you do. Get me pumped. Let's go get you a Force Awakens. So we get there, and she's like, well, when you do the video with Preach, I also saw like a Star Wars college shirt, and it said Star Wars 1977 on it, and it was like a sweat jacket or fleece, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And she's like, so I want that too. And I'm like, yeah, you do, let's get that too. Not realizing that like the shirt is like 25, the jacket's like 30. And I'm like, we're already like...
You should be happy, because a USC hoodie is like $50.
Okay.
Ugh.
So that's where we're at. And then Elena was with us, our daughter, and she's like, I want a lightsaber. I was like, of course you want a lightsaber. Let's get you a lightsaber. And so we get her one, and then it's like, well, I don't have a lightsaber. She's going to need someone to spar with. I'll get a lightsaber. So I get her a Nerf lightsaber, and I'm trying to get her to get something else. And Heather looks at me, and she totally got me. She's like, listen, you want to get her into this? You should let her pick what she wants to get. And I'm like, okay, we'll get you the Nerf one. So we got her the Nerf one, and then I was like, I told Heather, I was like, I gotta get this $30 Kylo Ren. Like, the one that goes with the Build-A-Saber kit. I was like, I gotta get this. Because, I mean, I guess it makes sound and lights up. I could take it to the movie. And she's like...
You know you're not taking it to the movie, right?
Huh?
You know you're not allowed to take it to the movie, right?
I can take
What?
the saber to the movie?
Oh, wait.
No, you can't wear face paint. You can take. I took one to episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's...
And what happened
Everything-
between episode 3 and now?
There's nothing that says you can't take. The people take wands when Harry Potter come out and stuff. Like,
I can tell you now, Kyle is not going to allow that crap.
we'll see. Well,
Well, we're going to sneak them into our pants. What is that in your pants, sir? Oh, I'm just really excited to see Star Wars.
Why is it glowing red, sir?
I'm
Medical
really
condition.
excited to see Star Wars.
anyway. So I was like, and Heather goes, we're trying to, probably not good to spend that money. She's like, why don't you get a Nerf one? I'm like, but I want the one I want. And then so she gives me like a guilt trip, so I got a Nerf one. So Target still has that coupon going where it's like spend 50, save 10, spend 100, save 25. I got Star Wars cereal as well because I was like, F it, we're getting Star Wars stuff. Let me get that sugary goodness. And so I got Star Wars cereal, and she got something for her parent, something for her mom. Yeah. And so when all said and done, our total was like $95. And I was like, well, I guess I need to go get the Kylo Ren lightsaber because it's like $10 more in this. That puts us over the brink, and then we save 25. And she looked at me like she hates when stuff like that happens. And she's like, fine, go get the Kylo Ren lightsaber. You're right. And so I went and got it. And the best part is the Nerf one that Elena got actually attaches to the Kylo Ren. So I have like a double-bladed Kylo Ren, like Anakin Luke saber Nerf side. And it's crazy. But no, we have fun with it. I fought Elena like 100 times. I did a Vine video with me and her fighting. So it's fun.
Are there ones that connect together that are both Nerf?
Yeah. You have to have a connection piece, but yeah. The problem with the Nerf ones is they don't come with the middle piece.
I might get that instead.
Well, you get the Build-A-Saber set and then get 2 nerfs because the Build-A-Saber set comes with the attachment.
Now you just want me to spend more money so you can have
the Build-A-Saber set. Yes, there's a $50 Build-A-Saber set, and if you get it, we get it. You know how that goes.
We have a drone.
That's right.
Heather was perfect with saying that.
Yes.
Yeah, we got GoPros.
That's right. And stop you, ow! Vader just bit me.
Good boy.
So, well, you won't be able to attach them without it. I mean, I could. Let's use my attachment piece.
I'll just buy it on eBay. I bet you that attachment piece is going for like $100.
But what else? I did a lot of stuff. I've been playing Uprising with Steven, the app game. I'm playing Fallout Shelter still. And, like, I hate Fallout Shelter when, like, something happens and it just wrecks you. You're playing Fallout Shelter, right?
So much for a shelter.
Yeah, for people playing Fallout Shelter...
You never met a Deathclaw.
You haven't seen Deathclaw? It'll happen. How many dwellers you got?
75.
Oh, I think it's after you get 100. I think they start showing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it definitely does. But now, the easiest way to defeat Deathclaws is put like a bunch of level 50s on your first few rows, and arm them up like crazy, and then you'll be good. But I got taken out by mole rats. Let me tell you why. Okay, so I'm building super characters. I've got like 6 rows of 3 rooms of all the rooms that level you up, like raise your strength, raise your perception. Yeah. And so I raise these guys, moving next, and I just have a bunch of people in each one. But they're all starter kit. They're all level 1s.
Yeah.
And some mole rats appeared in one, and they took them out like that. And so they took out everybody. Then it spread. Then it spread. Then it spread. Then it spread. And I have all my high-end characters at the top, so it was spreading at the bottom because these dudes are at the bottom. So just like wiped out like my bottom area. I spent so many caps reviving people, and like I have to revive. Sometimes I just say see you later, but I had to revive them people because it literally takes days and days to get a fully. I still don't have a person that has full stats across the board. I'm getting close, but if you ain't playing Fallout Shelter, it's pretty good. Star Wars Uprising and Fallout Shelter are like the 2 games I play on the regular on my phone. What else? So for fun, we were talking about Destiny and the Taken King, and I was like, all right, well let me update vanilla Destiny and see what this is like, because I don't have any expansions. I just have the original Destiny, and I updated it last night and started playing it. And I was telling you when you first got here, I'm locked out of almost everything. I can do the vanilla story mode up until and that gets you to level 20. Mm-hmm. The cap is like 40 or 50 now with Taken King, I think. And most of the strikes now are locked out, and most of the fire teams are locked out. You can't do anything. Like, you have to have the Taken King. It's so bad. If you don't get the Taken King, you might as well stop playing Destiny.
That's crap. That's not how you do an expansion on an MMO. Bungie fucked up on this. I don't care. I did it bad. Yeah, where's the swear jar?
We should totally start a swear jar.
It's right here in my wallet.
But no, that's horrible. That's so stupid because even with Taken King out now, and because I have my gaming PC down, and I have friends that also are playing Destiny, I was like, you know what, fine. Let me at least try it, because I can knock it out a little bit more. So let me just go ahead and grab it on my PlayStation 4. My friend had an extra one. I was going to buy it from her. Now I heard this. I'm like, well, now I don't want to play it. Because I also don't want to spend $60 on Taken King when I'm going to be... No, it's just stupid.
Well, you'll be able to play the story content at least, but that's it. Like, it's... and that first story content is like 6 to 8 hours probably when you say Showtime.
Yeah, something like that.
But then when you're done, you start doing the stuff to get gear and things like that. And they've changed the light system too. The light system was really weird in Vanilla Destiny. It was like you got gear and it had light, like it had an extra stat of light, like the high-end gear, and that leveled you up. But you don't know how it worked. You don't know how it leveled you up. You just put on the light gear and all of a sudden, like, you're a level higher, and the experience, and you're like, what's happening? So now they've separated it. Like, you have your level, and then you have your light level. Like you get to the max level, and you have your light level after that. Mm-hmm. So it's different, and it's easier to comprehend before. Like, you just put gear on and hope you level up the last time.
And with this Taken King, with the vanilla story, I mean, in the original Destiny, you killed his son, or whatever.
Right.
Do you still even can do that in vanilla Destiny?
I think so. I didn't try that. I think you can. It's a strike. it's like a 3-player strike, and all of the vanilla 3-player strikes I think are still there. Okay. But like that's not what people are playing, so it's hard to populate a strike from then to get into it. So it's depending on what you're playing on too. Like if you're playing on PlayStation, you probably got a better shot than Xbox One or PC. Well, it's not on PC, is it? No. I mean, I did a strike that was a level 20 strike, and it took me about 5 minutes. I found another person instantly. It took me about 5 minutes to find a third person, so it wasn't too bad. But like I want to get the Taken King, and I've thought of because we had a lot of fun playing it, and it was fun. We had a good time. And but
if I got it, would you play it?
Like if you bought it for me?
No.
I'd get it together with you, yes, but I wouldn't buy it by myself. Like if I knew you were getting it, I would get it. So I'd have
the lightsaber. I'm considering as I saw it. It looks fun.
It does. I'm just afraid that it's going to happen with the other Destiny. We played it for a couple months. It was done. Because in next month
we're about to get
Battlefront.
Wait, Battlefront's in October.
Next month is the beta.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Next month the beta launches for everyone. Mm-hmm. It's open PlayStation.
No point in getting Destiny then.
PlayStation, PC. Well, you don't know how long the beta is going to be. It could be like a week.
Yeah, you're right.
And it officially comes out in December.
November. It's like the second week of November, I think.
I just remember something's happening on November 20th. No, that's an important date.
I think that's...
Are you financially stable enough to get it?
Maybe. I'll have to look.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
You just looked to see if you get it? Okay. Well, we'll talk about it after. And then if we get it, we'll talk about it next podcast.
That was awfully personal, everyone. Don't just go asking your friends if they're financially stable in a public environment. Don't do that. I'm sorry.
I still have money on my Amazon card.
Shut up. No one cares if you're financially stable, Mike.
I am not, by the way.
You're going to Las Vegas. You should be okay.
Yeah.
It's California.
It's not in California. I almost said that, but it's not.
It is a California.
I didn't pay for anything. Everything was paid for me. So.
Oh, something else funny that happened to me. I went amiibo hunting again.
Really?
I saw you have 2 Samuses.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Okay, I'll get a whole story with that. I got 2 Samuses and 2 Ganondorfs.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I
remember where you got one of them.
It looks like Ganondorf's doing like the Beyonce single ladies dance right now.
Well, I lucked on those, and I got both of them. I got out because I was like, oh man, you might not ever be able to get these again. And I had a little bit of the I could sell them thought, and then I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, and then I was like, no, probably not. So I'm not gonna. No, I think I'm either gonna return a set or I'm gonna wait until they're sold out and then sell them to somebody at retail price that can't find them anymore. Because I'm in a hunter like a Amiibo hunters group. So I'm going to wait for someone to be like, hey, I can't find a Samus Zero Suit, or I can't find a Ganondorf. And I'm like, oh, I got one. I'll send to you what I paid for it. So I think I'm going to do that rather, because I felt bad about it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I was selling for $20. I mean, you could
I bought 7 of these, and it's my right as a consumer.
Fuck you.
So I don't know.
By the way, no, it's not.
I bought them just because they were available.
You're right. It's an
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they were there, and I was like, scoop, got them. It's like, oh, you got 2 of them? I bought them for...
They were in the clearance bin, weren't they?
No, not the
yeah, that's right. The other one.
No.
He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you.
I did buy them from 2 separate
He's aggressively playful.
I bought them from 2 separate stores, though. So.
I love you, Vader. I love you with the heart of 1,000 fires.
But
why I don't have
when I was buying those amiibos, I was in the parking lot of one of the stores, and this guy was like,
"Oh, this is that story."
Yeah, this guy was like, "Yeah." But first off, he pulls up like a maniac. I'm getting in my car, right? He's just like, phew, like building the spot. He's like, "Hey man, what kind of music you listen to?" And I was, "Are you making fun of me?"
I know. Hugging Vader.
Okay. He's like, "Hey man, what kind of music you listen to?" And I'm like, "I like all kinds of music." That was my first mistake. He's like, "You want to buy my CD?" And I'm like, "Oh no." Sure. I was like, "Why did I say sure? Why did I just say no, man? I ain't got no money."
And you had the audacity to play it to me in the car on the Florence Comic Con.
I just had to blast it.
Well, we'll just say Steve's mental state at Florence Comic Con was not.
Oh, we'll talk about that when we hit Comic Con. That time I was fine because I hadn't taken anything yet.
Yeah.
So I totally bought this like Atlanta rap CD.
Out of the trunk of some guy.
And you know, it was really funny though because he had his girl with him, right? And she's clearly like the person who handles the finances, and so he had like 3 things he was selling. What is happening?
I don't know, but it's on the podcast. He's gonna get so many views because of this.
Yeah, because of vanity, I'm sure. I should just cut this part out.
It's because in the bloopers reel.
It's just going.
Okay. And so he had 3 things he was selling for $30, and he said, "But you can buy my CD." Yeah, no,
Okay,
you go
boy,
buy my
boy.
CD for $7. I said, "Okay."
Oh, okay.
And so, but he still puts all 3 things in my hand. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so then he has a card thing. I don't have any cash, so he has a card thing. He swipes my card.
What?
I know. I don't know.
What?
It was okay because it was a square. I noticed it. It looked legit. So, so I was like, "It's okay to use my credit card, so I can dispute stuff, like because my credit card has a good dispute system. So if anything happens, I can just be like, and I have identity theft thing, so
Yeah.
I was like, all right." So he swiped it, but he swiped it for $30, and I was like, "Hey man, I only want to get a CD for $7." And he's like, "Ah," and so then this argument proceeds between him and his wife or girlfriend. First, she goes, because they used PayPal, because I guess you can set up a PayPal account with a Square,
Yes.
and he's trying to refund the $30, or he's trying to refund $23,
Yeah.
and he can't figure it out. The $30 charge guy, he can't, so he's struggling right now. He's fighting with it. He didn't figure it out, and
Hey, boo.
so no, she comes over because we've been standing there for about 5 minutes now, and it's awkward at this point. I'm just standing there while he's like trying to figure out what happened, and so she's like, what you do? Like she starts like accosting him, and she's like, "Why'd you log into this?" She's like, "What email did you use?" He goes, "Mine." And she was like, "I told you not to use that email. What is wrong with you? You're supposed to use the other email." And he's like, "But it's she's like, "I know it's PayPal, but you use the wrong PayPal email." And so she just like starts berating him in the parking lot. And so finally, in the middle of getting yelled at, he just pulls $23 out of his pocket, and he goes, "Here you go, man." I was like, "Thanks." He goes, "Yeah, we'll figure it out, man. So we cool, right?" I was like, "Yeah, man."
Best cashback routine ever.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. So he's got my $30 credit card. I paid $23 back on the bill, but it was just so funny. She just yelled at him. And I will say this: I'm not a huge like gangster rap. I would say gangster rap. I don't know anything about rap. I don't want to say like I like.
It's just rap. Be PC, bro.
Yeah, not like a rap aficionado, but it wasn't bad. Like I listened to it, and I was like, "This is okay.
What?
He wants to love you, BYD.
This is pretty good." Will you go take a nap?
No.
So it was pretty good. And also, last thing, I know we're going crazy. We're already at 30 minutes. And
Go ahead.
Topic. I've been listening to, and I made Showtime. Even though I bought the book for Showtime, he then went and purchased the audio book, and we've been listening to Star Wars Aftermath.
My original plan was to read it when I could, and audiobook when I was like working out or something like that. But now, to make sure I keep working out, I only listen to it while I'm working out.
Yeah.
So.
And it's really, really good. I will say this: it doesn't relax, buddy.
You want to be on the podcast, man?
I know. It doesn't, as advertised. It's kind of weak because it's like fill in the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. This will answer your, like, that's how they advertise it, and it's really not. And even when it starts, it's like part 1 of the Aftermath trilogy, and it's like, okay, so there's like 2 more Aftermath books coming out. So it's like,
But it's gotta be like after the movie. The next one comes out, right?
no.
That or Lost Stars.
Whoa.
No, I'm guessing it'd be like Aftermath 2.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it would be, because there's a few more books, but it's
I
really,
bought all the ones that were available.
I know. It's really good, and the original characters are really good. Like, there's an Imperial deserter who fought on Endor and took the identity of one of the dead rebels and like left the planet with the rebels, and then he just kind of drifts, and he just sits at bars and stuff. It doesn't say how he gets money or anything like that. And he's a pretty cool character because he's like torn. He's like, should I start helping people? Like, I don't understand. I guess I can help people. I guess it's something you do when you're not an Imperial. Like, it's kind of. I know there's a really cool bounty hunter named Jazz, right? Jazz, and she's like, yeah.
Were those trumpets playing?
She's Zabrak, which is what Darth Maul was. She's got the horns on her head. And there's this really cool scene where like. She's in a prison cell.
Don't tell me I haven't gotten that far.
You haven't gotten. What chapter are you on?
She wasn't in a prison cell at any point when I'm like 14.
Oh, well, it's not like a spoiler thing.
Don't do it.
Just was there a scene from Oz that portrays this?
No. It's just something cool she does with her spikes.
Okay.
Like
She's using the pick the lock.
no, sort of. She has like.
He doesn't want to know.
I'm gonna say it because it's not even a big deal.
Fine.
She has like a spike that's not a real spike, and it's got a lockpick in it. So she just was like, boop! And she just pops lock with her hidden spike. I was like, this is great. It's really cool. That's it. That's all I was talking about, okay? 'Cause I was talking about she's horny, you know?
Well, that ruins what's happening right now because
Where are you at right now?
they just met.
Who just
He's
met?
trying to save her. Sanjir.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Thanks for
spoiler
fucking
alert.
everything up.
It's my bad. Spoiler alert. So that's really it. I want to say I've done a lot. I've played Metal Gear 2 like crazy. I did play Destiny.
I'm thinking.
Cool, Florence Comic Con.
Okay, so yeah, now we'll move on to our topic.
Back to Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, no.
He goes, I will say this. He goes, I'm bringing my Xbox over to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, you're not lugging over that VCR. Just download it on my Xbox.
I was being nice because I didn't want to inconvenience you by having to delete it later.
Hold on one second. Do you honestly think that putting Yu-Gi-Oh on my Xbox is less inconvenient to me than bringing your Xbox over, having to hook it up, find a place for it, move my stuff around, which you don't move back, and when you're done, and just so now I have two Xboxes sitting. And the wires everywhere. Do you honestly think that is more inconveniencing than I just put it on my Xbox? So I can delete it later.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking.
And it was more of a. I didn't want you to have to worry about being seen with Yu-Gi-Oh on here.
Who's gonna see? Mike? Trex?
Yeah.
Preach?
Heather gonna make fun of you.
Heather don't even know what Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Nothing's gonna stop her anyways.
All I gotta say is, Showtime download. They're like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I have a picture of him from high school where he's sitting in our ROTC class playing Yu-Gi-Oh with a girl on the floor.
Really?
He's got the card. Yeah,
Who
you
was this?
and Molly.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It was so funny.
It was good.
I did it in art
I'm
class,
pretty sure
so.
I won. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I took a picture of it because I was like, look at this D-bag snap. He has
And
back-
look who's sitting right next
I
to you.
know! I'm going to try to find the picture. If I can find the picture, I'm going to put it on the Facebook page. Is that cool?
Alright. I did it. I did it. I was man enough to do it in school. I can man to put it on the internet, I guess.
I mean, you would have been cooler if you had the hand thing.
I wish I had the hand thing. I still want to like make fake cards. Like I place my virginity face down and like go to a con and fight people.
Okay, Florence Comic Con. All right, so
This is our second year.
yeah, and we were kind of half going as the podcast, half as ourselves because we're doing something big with Soda City. We just did something big with a Holocon, so everybody kind of just wanted to go. We still did a walkthrough video, which was hard to do.
It was hard to do, and it almost had repercussions.
Can we talk about that? Do you want to talk about that? We need to.
We can't talk about that. We just can't talk about the other part that someone told us.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. So
And I wasn't there for that, so don't worry.
yeah. No, so we did our walkthrough, and it was kind of hard to do because it was really packed. Like there were
Which is okay.
Yeah,
we loved it.
There was nothing wrong with it. It was there was just a lot of stop and dead air. How was that? I haven't watched it yet. Did you get? It's up right now on our channel. Did you just fast forward? Or
In my eyes, I feel like I didn't do a well enough job with it because when we were walking through the vendors, like you guys had good back and forth banter. I didn't cut any of that crap out because it was all funny and good. So it was a 20-minute video. I cut it down to 18.
Okay, so it's not too bad. We just did a lot of stopping because we couldn't walk forward.
Yeah, and it was a battle on me because I did it for ValhallaCon where the stuff that we fast forward through, I want to start doing throw in some video footage of cosplayers posing and everything, and want to try and put more of that.
And then
in
cut
there.
back to us.
Yeah, and cut back to us. I didn't do it this time because again, we were kind of so relaxed.
Yeah,
there.
we were. It was. Chuck gave a break every now and then. Plus, he was complaining. You know, Showtime gets.
I'm just, they called me bitch in the army. Bitch boy for a little while.
And Beth too. Beth seemed like she needed a break, so
I call her. I'm just kidding.
But yeah,
it was good. It almost felt about the same as last year. There's definitely more people than last year for sure.
yes,
I was
definitely.
I was disappointed that our friends at Sentinel Sheep had a table but did not show up.
We left them a Soda City Comic Con flyer.
I texted them. I was like, "Where are you guys?" And because I took a picture of the table that had a name on it, and then took it. Where are you guys? And they're like, "Oh man, we can't make it. Is it busy?" So I just took a picture of the hallway of hundreds of people shoulder to shoulder and sent it. And they're like, "Oh man," I was like, "You could have killed it."
I can't wait to talk to them offline and find out
why they didn't show up. I don't know.
I'm sure it was
might have
something
been
terrible,
good,
but no one else needs to know. But still,
So we do the walkthrough, and it was really fun to see a lot of old faces and new faces. Yeah, it was a good walkthrough, and we got done with the walkthrough, and then we had the announcer who also hosted emceed the cosplay contest for Sunday.
We were at our home base, which was the Punk Monkey table. We didn't even ask. We just were
I asked.
Oh, I didn't ask. I just walked back there and sat down. Like,
had you not been there, the same thing would happen.
Love you guys at Punk Monkey. You guys are great.
I do too. I miss Jeff. I need to talk to him.
But so we were breaking down because we just got finished, and we're gonna almost. I guess we were about to leave at that point. I just walked around a little bit more, and the announcer came on. And it's like, hey guys, remember, if you're taking pictures, video, make sure to ask those special people, those people before you film them or take a picture. Just make sure to be kind. And of course, I have my camera in my hand. I'm like, is he talking about us?
Yeah, I think we all had the general thought.
Finished.
Like, I was sitting there like this, listening, and I was like, I put my head up, and I was like, wait a minute, because we had just finished. I felt like someone saw us and complained that we were like, I feel like our walkthroughs are great. Like, they're for people who couldn't show up for the con, or for people who were there and just wanted another perspective.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as the cameraman, I'm always learning and trying to do better, trying to make sure I get a grander scope of everything, and I definitely understand why some vendors or even the media guests that are there, they don't want their whatever shown. But at the same time, welcome to the age of the internet. Like, we're there with professional equipment ish, doing this thing where, of course, you could really come to us. It's like, hey, I don't want this on there. Cool. But you also cannot stop just some random schmo with their phone walking around just recording everything, and then they put it on the internet.
And we didn't even walk up to you or walk up to your stuff and start talking shit about it.
Yeah,
we're like, hey, this is really cool. I like this. And
I don't think. And let's full disclosure here. We don't talk down about anybody's stuff on camera.
I do. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, if it's something that we're not particularly into, we show it and we don't really talk about it, or we'll go, hey, that's this, and then keep going. Like, I'm not about talking, because everybody has their, like steampunk stuff, for instance. None of us are into steampunk stuff, but that's a huge niche. So when we see steampunk, we're like, oh, look at that cool steampunk stuff, and then we keep on. We don't go, steampunk is lame, we hate steampunk. Like, that's rude. Like, and we're not like that. Yeah, and
I would like to be into it, but I'm not creative at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's neat. That's about. I mean, it's neat. But
Jules Verne's a shit.
That's right. That was just my example. Like, and it's because we're not nasty. But if we're making fun of anything, we're making fun of each other as we walk through.
Yeah.
Like, and that's it. Like, we don't really...
That's basically what the banter in the vendor room I had to keep.
We don't go, look at this ugly person. Can you, oh, she has kids. Somebody slept with that woman. You know, like, no, we don't do it. Like, it's whoa. It's like, that's not what we do. And if anything, I feel like it gets somebody just sees your thing and gets it out there. I don't know. I don't know if that was particularly aimed at us. And there are, like you said, professional people who are there who get uppity, and maybe something happened with that, or maybe the guy just doesn't like people walking around with cameras who made the announcement. I don't know the guy. Do we? That's not the guy we met, is it?
I've never seen him before.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was the same guy who does the cosplay contest on Sundays and who did it last year as well.
Okay.
I just had that feeling when he came over, and it's funny because it seems we all had the same thing without talking about it beforehand. Where in the military, I don't know what it was called, but it was just like the "you did it" factor. So it'd be like, "Hey!" and like the one person who they were about to yell at would turn around because like it was directed and they knew who it was, and it was just like that came over the whatchamacallit, and we were all like, "Who? What? Who are you talking to?" But we were there to do the apocalypse.
Yeah.
We don't videotape anybody.
Yeah, that messes with us.
Going to the bathroom.
And there was a special effects set there that I wanted to talk about, where they had all these different costumes, all this different makeup. It was great.
Yeah.
They had a cage set up.
Yeah, it was the Imagination. I can't remember exactly. Of course, the videos on the walkthrough.
Yeah.
They had this big display. Love them.
Did you have that reaction? Were we taping when you did that? They had a huge cage set up in the middle of the room, and then there was like young 8 to 12-year-old girls in zombie makeup who would be in character for 1 second and then completely out of character the next. Like, let me take a selfie. But
I love it. I think Showtime pointed out as well. It's like they're just calling out for people to come over. I'm like, that's a zombie trap.
Yeah.
that's
Exactly what a zombie would say if it was trying to eat.
Hey, come here. Let's take a selfie. No.
But when they reach, are you talking about when they reach for me and I
Yeah.
slapped their hand away? I was like, no.
No, I definitely got the video footage of you're looking at the Batman suit. And the glove falls off, and you're trying to put it back.
Everyone, and I don't know why everyone thought I was doing something dirty to it.
I thought you took it off to do something with it. I didn't realize it fell off when you touched it.
I poked it, and it went. I was like,
he's like just trying to put it back on. He's like, okay, it's good.
I was like, run.
And we had one guy harass us that was a vendor. He was like, I think it was you. I was saying the same way you were.
Oh, the guy where he was like, yeah,
You guys-
I will try and sell this to you. Like, we know.
He's like, I got this Star Wars figure. It's not punched. You guys love those non-punched. I was like, hold on, you guys, are you stereotyping us right now?
Well, bro, you say girls can't like Star Wars? You can't be PC, bro.
If you don't know,
I'm gonna Gatorade, put my glasses on.
yeah, if you don't know what he's talking about, watch the latest South Park. It's really funny.
Stunning and brave.
Yeah. I just don't see the big deal. Anyway, so yeah, he was like, buy this now. You got, and it was like a lame figure too. I think it was the
Hoth Luke, I think, or something.
No, it was like the pig guy from Return of the Jedi.
Oh.
Or something like that. I don't remember what I remember going like, I wouldn't buy that figure loose. Because I like loose Star Wars figures because they're inexpensive. And my house before this, I don't have much room, but I had like a whole shelf of just like a bunch of loose Star Wars figures on stand that looked really cool. And so and they're real cheap, so I'll scoop them up and. What's so funny?
Just
Loose Star Wars figures.
Is that?
scoop him up.
Oh, anyway, so wow,
Toy rapist.
you got me.
You're like a grown-up Sid from Toy Story. Just kidding.
Wow. Anyway, so I don't think.
I mean, I love his energy though. I definitely love his salesman energy.
It was good. I don't think we saw Brad, a good guy, mix our shirts. Boom.
Love Brad.
Yeah, we saw him.
I finally bought something from him. I need to contact him. I want to get a Cloud shirt. Make the character gold and the shirt be purple because he's always wearing purple and his hair is gold.
Yeah.
I bought a couple of Star Wars decals for my car. I was like, should I get the Justice League in? I was like, nah. I'm in full-blown Star Wars mode right now. Like, even with comics. Like, I'm about to just, like, stop reading, like, Superman and stuff. Like, I just want to read Star Wars comics. I just want to listen to Star Wars books. I just want to put Star Wars decals on my car. Like, I'm in full-blown Star Wars mode. Like, it's ridiculous.
Star Wars is to you as pumpkin spice is to girls.
That's it. Yes! I'm going to tweet that out. Like, I'm totally going to tweet that out. Like, I'm tweeting out as soon as we get done with the podcast. Like, but what was it? I'm so exhausted. I'm sorry.
That's decals.
Yeah, so I bought some
Full
decals.
Star
I'm
Wars.
still in Star Wars mode. And I was talking to Heather, but I was like, I don't know what it is. And not to get too real. I'm not trying to get too real. But I talked to her about it. I was like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just get this, like, childlike state. And she goes, well, it was a big thing for you in childhood. And she goes, and, you know, your childhood wasn't that great. And so, those were your happy places. And she's like, and so, like, your happy place is coming back. And so you have that, like, childlike happiness returning, and you're getting so giddy. And she's like, now there's no parents to say, we can't buy you anything or stuff like that. So like you're trying to do all this stuff and you're getting crazy because you brought back to that nice. And I agree. That's the same way I get Back to the Future. Like I've watched Back to the Future like hundreds of times. I got the DVDs, I got the Blu-rays. My dad gave me the DVDs of Back to the Future for Christmas one time, and I probably watched them. It was the only thing I watched for about 3 months straight. I just started the trilogy over and over again. We watched again for Elena for the first time. Last weekend, we watched all three throughout the weekend, and I'm like, man, I know every line. Like, I know the lines of Back to the Future like I know the Ninja Turtles movies. Like, it's ridiculous. But
it could also be that you want to see me fight with a lightsaber in this.
That's true. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, if we could bring the lightsabers into the theater, apparently.
It may not be a rule right now, but it wouldn't surprise me if when we go there they say no sabers.
Well, I'm saying like, okay, so what's your reason behind that comment? I get the whole like I know I'm not gonna be able to walk in there with a Kylo Ren mask on, even though I really love to. I get that they don't want you to cover your face, but why would I let you take a saber in?
It's a weapon.
It's not a weapon. It's a plastic toy.
Well, you're saying that
it's a plastic toy. That what are you gonna do with that plastic toy?
It wouldn't be too difficult to take it apart and hide something inside.
Oh
of it.
my gosh! Yeah.
No, I know you're saying who would do that. Who would walk into a theater full of people trying to watch Batman and unload on them?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but there's no it, and we're about to get real.
Apparently,
let me tell you now, because we had the rule of searching bags at our discretion. We had that rule. Right. We never really did it because, honestly, we really felt uncomfortable doing it. Now, because of all this crap that's happened, it is a rule across the board that every purse, every book bag gets searched. I am not okay. I want the Star Wars lightsabers there. I want the mask there.
I'll take it apart for you. I'll unscrew it and show you the battery pack.
Show the kyber crystal.
Yes, exactly. You get it.
But it is at the same time that if a person with a lightsaber, as nerdy as we are, if you see another person with a lightsaber, what is your instinct?
Well, to fight them, obviously. But the thing is, they're not. I don't think they're looking for that. Like they would also like to have that too. It's just some people. It's like a freaking fad now to do crap like what's happening on the news. It's stupid.
You know,
it's retarded.
I had this conversation with a coworker at work. Like, she's like, "Oh, another school shooting," and I was like, "You know what's sad is that I'm not surprised by what you just said, and like it's a sad state that we're in.
It is.
Where you go, there's another school shooting, and I go, yes, add it to the list. You know, like that is sad.
And it's and I don't think Regal or any other company will make it a rule, but I do feel they will put the discretion onto those general managers, and the general managers will look at the situation. It's like, yep, it's going to be a fun event, but for safety purposes, we cannot allow them in the theater.
We'll see what happens. I'm still going to bring it. We'll see what happens. Okay, so anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so Florence Comic Con. I think we talked. It's pretty much everything, right? When everything.
Yeah,
we were only there for a few hours.
Yeah, it was a great con. It was bigger than what they had last year. The attendance grew as well, so that's a plus.
I wouldn't be surprised if they changed places next year to a bigger place.
It would not surprise me. The place is nice.
It's really nice.
But the one thing that really hurts it is there's really no accommodating space for panels. Even if it is a one-day thing, there's no panels. They did the first time they did this year was a cosplay expo on the Saturday beforehand, where our buddy Chris the Asian was the MC host, which we heard he did a fantastic job. He has all these pictures on his Facebook, and so that really shows us like, all right, well, you basically almost split this as a 2-day con without really calling it a 2-day con because they were two separate events. Sadly, we weren't able to go out there for the Saturday because life. But having the cosplay by itself, really, I heard it was a really good turnout, really good cosplayers out there. The Sunday being just a normal show. Like I say, even for a one-day show, you really want to try and have panels out there just so people can sit down and relax and listen to people. So the place really doesn't accommodate panels too well.
No.
There might be more space throughout the place that they could probably get into to have like a private room. I'm not really sure. I didn't tour.
We don't in the place.
But a new venue in Florence. I don't know the Florence area, so I'm not sure what could really be done with it. But it's not a bad idea. But at the same time, honestly, don't break what's not fixed. I mean,
sure.
They do what they have for the space. They accommodate very well. Where they had the media guests in the hallway this time.
Yeah, that's good.
That was definitely very good. Really, really good.
And they had this thing. They had the guy there that had the 3D printer where you could have like action figure yourself. It was hard for me not to. It was really
the prices. I mean, when you look at the prices, you first think steep, but if you think about the pricing for that kind of thing to begin with, he was actually very affordable, especially for the sizes that he could do.
There's a caricature guy there too. I was trying to get Showtime to get drawn a picture with me. He wasn't having it. Sorry. He didn't want to do it. I said, let's get drawn as like Jedi or something. He's like, no. I'm in a no fun mood. I'm a no fun kind of guy. No, so yeah, I recommend going next year when it comes back up. It's a fun con. I follow them on Facebook. I think the Florence Comic Con is their Facebook page. And so I'm sure they'll have, in the next few months, they'll find a location, or if they stay on location, they'll have some information.
Yeah, the date's going to be, I think, September 14th next year.
Yeah, so check that out. It's a good con. It's a nice, it's a smaller con, but it's nice. Like, it's a good.
It is a very good local con.
Yes.
Even if it's an hour away, that's still a very local con.
It was good. So we want to talk about the dinner afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, let me set this up first. Okay, so I had
someone had toothache.
I had a real. It wasn't just it was like a toothache that turned into like a migraine. I couldn't sleep. I had to go to the dentist, and I had apparently right on this, like on one side of my mouth beneath, I have a teeth that has an abscess and a bad cavity that needs a root canal. And then my wisdom tooth is in full abscess. Is that what it's called? Abscess? Is that what it is? What's that? It's like where the tooth is rotted on the inside. And I asked, I said, that be prevented? It said, no, it's something that can't be prevented. It just happens. I made sure that like it wasn't me being gross.
I had it too, and that's why I had. I think I had 3 on this side and two on this side and one up here, and it just happens.
Yeah, it can't be prevented. And it's your wisdom tooth too. So, but that they showed like the picture of like a healthy tooth and then the abscess tooth, and it's like the entire thing is gonna be like the one down here that has a small abscess. It's really small on the tooth, but it's right at the root. That's why it hurts so bad. Mm-hmm. But the wisdom tooth was like all that color. So it was like you have both these going on right here. That's why you're in so much pain, and that's why you have the migraines. And so I took antibiotics, which cleared up the pain, but they gave me Codone for the pain, and it wasn't quite done with. It would still hurt during the day when we were going to the con. I was like, well, someone will drive home, I'll drive us there, and then I'll pop a Codone while we're at the con, and that's exactly what happened. And I'm not the same during our walkthrough or during the interviews, and you can definitely notice that. Like I'm definitely out of it, and that is the Codone's doing. Like I was definitely just like gone.
Yeah, and honestly, during the con, we didn't see a difference.
No,
there really wasn't.
It's just because we're walking around talking and stuff, and then it really started to hit me. I guess. See, I didn't really notice that much of a difference, but you guys definitely did.
At the dinner, we did.
Yeah, we we went to eat. And it was like early afternoon.
It was because it was a change of environment.
That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Fats. That was down the road.
You know, that's probably what it is. It's like I take the coat on. We're in the moment. We talk, but then I can't get out of like the loud con setting when we're sitting down in a nice restaurant.
It was like, oh,
and so
hey man, that was a good show. Oh my god.
And so like I'm talking to the waitress, and everybody's just like, oh god, what's he gonna say? And and then I start making ridiculously inappropriate jokes really loud.
You used to help us clean that up. You're like, she's busting another table. Why are you doing this?
I'm pretty sure I made a period joke at some point.
You did.
And it was loud.
And it was like completely uncalled for.
Yeah.
Nothing was even talking about the period. Like, someone was talking about it didn't flow.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
get it flow?
Like, and I was like, ugh, dude.
And so then I had to go to the bathroom, and everyone was just like, oh, Oh God, should someone go with him? Nothing happened except I stood at the mirror and lip synced the song. Showtime got really mad because they kept playing I get absurdly obnoxious during 80s pop songs as it is.
Without
80s,
Go Down.
early
Yeah.
90s, and that's basically what Fats plays. So songs came on, I'm like, this is exactly his fucking playlist.
Yeah, he just kept going, why would they play these? Like they knew I was going to show up or something. But there was, I can't remember what song was on in the bathroom. I think it was...
I know Backstreet Boys came on.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. I was a tail for that. I think it was
Was
Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I think.
Yeah.
And so I'm in the mirror like, I come home in the morning like my folks. When you gonna live your life right? I'm just like dancing in the mirror. And I was like hoping nobody comes in. You know, it's just ridiculous. It was so bad. And then I got a text while we were at the table that because the 501st is doing a contest where it's like you fill in the contest, you can win something from the 501st table. It's for charity, and they had a thing. So I put my name in. And they texted me while we were at the dinner. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we got to go back. And so we went to go back, and we took 2 cars. And Beth and Showtime were just like, all right, man, well, we'll see you back later sometime. Like, were you guys want to come back? They're like, nah, we're done. I was like, it's really how you going to do me? And
We were tired.
And Showtime looks at me, he's like, you honestly, if I won something and you were in a different car, you would go back with me? And I go, yes. No, I wouldn't. And so, it was a cool little Boba Fett money bank that I gave to Elaine to put money in. She already started putting coins in it. And by coins, I mean she went in my room and on my floor there's money that fell in my pants. And so she took it and put it in her room.
That's the way you do it.
That's how she does it. She takes yours too. You empty your pockets when you get on the couch.
Yeah.
You put it on the coffee table. She scoops it
I
up
do
all
that
the
for
time.
her.
No, you don't.
I know. It falls out. I don't. That's been a problem I've noticed recently. I don't know why, but like the second I hit like 24, every time I sit down and have change in my pocket, it always falls out.
It's just how pants are developed.
It didn't happen before. Well, it did happen on top of an aircraft one time, and that
Oh my god.
was a bad day.
My pennies!
That was the day I was like, why the can't we wear flight ACUs? Because the flight ACUs have zippers and like stuff to prevent that kind of crap from happening. Like, you can't wear that because you're not a pilot. Like, fuck you, I'm a mechanic! Anyway.
Alright, so Florence Comic Con fun trip. So I guess we'll talk about what we got coming up. We got 2 big things coming up. 3 big things actually coming up. We got Soda City Comic Con. It's the next big thing, which is next weekend.
It's on October 3rd and the 4th.
Yes.
Which I have convinced my community psychology teacher to let me take my group to
He's so
as a
excited
community, as a cultural
Really?
immersion experience. She was denying people the Greek festival, but I got her to accept the comic convention.
How did you do that?
Apparently, I'm very good at writing writing letters.
So can we
Well, the
like?
Greek thing is nothing but food.
So people are showing up to Soda City Comic Con because
Yes, there's
So
3
can
other
we-
people.
Can we tape their reactions? You know,
I asked them if you guys want to be involved in the video, you're welcome to, and it would be cool if something we could use in the
YouTube channel.
that, and also I have to do a presentation at the
Okay,
end of
yeah,
class
Yeah.
about that, and I was like,
You know what we should do? We should strap a GoPro on one of them and we have their general reactions.
we're supposed to it's supposed to be like a PowerPoint or something like that. I'm gonna tell my teacher, I'm like, look, I already videotaped this whole convention. We just added theirs, and we made a separate video with just their reactions and what we did and what we thought. It's 15 minutes long, just like it's required, and it meets everything that you want us to do.
It's true.
Can we just play this for you? And she should be like, yeah, why not?
I want to come. Can I come?
Yeah, actually,
I really want to come
that
to this
would-
class now.
It would be cool if you guys showed up too. Like, hey, these are my friends. We're also nerds. We're all nerds of the apocalypse. And
What time is it? Is your class?
it's early in the morning though. It's this one's at 9:40.
Oh, I don't even care about Moss. Like, look, I gotta go to a class.
Yeah,
I have to do this.
I'll see. What day of the week is it?
It would. I don't know what day I'll be presenting. I'll have to let you know, but it won't
Okay.
be till like close to December or some crap like that.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow,
Okay.
geez.
Maybe. Hopefully it's not December 19th.
No.
That's the day Star Wars comes out.
But
Okay.
okay. But for Soda City,
Soda City. We're gonna have a table.
we are gonna have a table. Beth is our creation specialist. She's creating a banner for us.
And by that we mean she's going to Walmart.com and getting a banner made real quick.
Yeah, basically.
So,
So as far as I know, we're gonna be moderating some panels.
Possibly.
Nice.
We don't know what's happening yet. We're waiting to hear back from it was Brock, right?
Yeah, we're waiting for
You
the
guys
schedule.
got all those messages we got, right?
Yeah.
Someone answer those?
that's that, yeah.
I'm always
I was-
scared to answer them.
I was super busy at work, and I just didn't have time, so I messaged him. I said,
And I stopped reading my comic books, so I answered them.
"Yeah." So.
Just finished. So we're going to be looking to moderate some panels. Not really sure what yet because we're still waiting for the panel list. But I wanted to make sure to what's all going to be happening there. So we're going to have the costume contest for adults on Saturday, October 3rd at 7 p.m. The doors open at 6. It's going to be at the Music Farm in Columbia.
Right. The con itself is at the Columbia Convention Center, but the
Columbia Metropolitan Center.
Yeah, Columbia Metropolitan Center. But the cosplay is going to be where again?
It's going to be at the Music Farm,
Where's that? Do we know where that is?
downtown Columbia.
Okay.
I don't know where.
You go.
I don't know the address. Just look up Music Farm, Columbia, and it'll be there. But the doors open up at 6. The costume contest starts at 7. And it's adults only, 21 and up. And then on Sunday, October 4th, it's going to be the children/young adults costume cosplay contest. And that's going to be actually at the con. Now, to sign up for any of them, you can do them on the website over at, I think it's Soda City.
Soda City / Comic Con, and then or Soda City. Google it.
SodaCityComicCon.com, I believe is what it is.
We'll figure it out and we'll put it in this.
It'll be in the description.
Yeah.
And also be on our Facebook.
Yeah.
So you can register at the website or you can do it at the convention. So you have either or there. And there's going to be cash prizes for the adults, and there's going to be other prizes for the children/young adults.
I really like that it's separated like that because you have like the hardcore adults that are going to come out at night that do work hard on their costumes and stuff, and then you have the kids and the young adults who just kind of throw them together. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's a different like us. We have the cash flow to build like amazing costumes. I feel like with kids it's a little different, So I like to separate it like that.
But also for the adults one on Saturday, it is a 50-person limit.
Yeah, so register quick.
Yes.
I'm excited about Soda City. It's the first year con and it's giant for a first year con. So
It
Yeah,
is.
I'm pretty excited about it too.
So we'll see what it's like. Lots of vendors. Punk Monkey will be there. Peddling the wares.
could be
I
like
just
a-
saw that our friends from Pretty Weird Art, they put on their Facebook page they're going to be there.
Nice.
Yay!
So
This could be like a really big break. Well, this is like the one that gets us. There's supposed to be some big stuff going on here.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking up the website now because I want to make sure I get some of the guests. Yeah, it's SodaCityComicCon.com. And it's 12 days away as I'm reporting this. So,
Reported.
it's a special guest, Roy Thomas.
Oh, Roy Thomas.
He was the comic book writer and editor who was Stan Lee's first successor as editor-in-chief in Marvel Comics. He is also the creator of Voltron. He was also that.
So get your Ultron versus Marvel Zombies Secret Wars book signed.
Let's see. Colin Muss. He's a featured guest. Let's see. He was in television credits, including One Tree Hill, Eastbound and Down, The Walking Dead. He was also on Constantine, so we have to turn him. Oh, he was also on Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, we're going to have to talk to him about a lot of stuff. He was also
Are we
on.
or are you?
Probably me.
He gets giddy about stuff like that. We let him do it.
Yay. We also have Joe Rubenstein, who is a comic book artist and inker.
Also created the Reuben sandwich.
No,
I'm just
I
kidding.
think
He didn't. It
he's-
sounded right.
He's most associated with inking Marvel Comics, the official handbook of the Marvel Universe.
Oh, sweet.
So that's cool. We got Frank Bruner, another artist, who he's also done the black and whites for Robert Barr, Creepy, Eerie, and Vampirella. He's also supernatural hero for Doctor Strange. Cool. Cosplay guests, we have Kristen Hewley, Kit Candela,
Yeah.
Bubbles Galore,
Mm-hmm.
Britt Bliss, Jessica Gray, Holly Hawks. I believe these are actually people, they part of a group based out of New York, I believe.
Oh, nice.
I cannot remember exactly.
There's one out of like Missouri or something like that. Minnesota. It's coming too.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. Let's see. We have Alex Wayne, actor from The Walking Dead, Tony Gawal from The Walking Dead, Tristan Johnson from The Walking Dead, Castor Boris, professional cosplayer, and looks like they're going to have a TARDIS and a Dalek.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, can't wait. Sweet.
Shut up, people.
So excited.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
So check it out. We also did an interview video with Brock. Was it last month?
Oh.
Should we link it? I'll link it in the notes of this video.
In the Batlanta Crime Cruiser, the 1980s Batmobile. Or, I'm sorry, 1966 Batmobile.
It's probably the one that was at Florence Comic Con.
Probably. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. They are working on their panel schedule right now. So hopefully we'll see that pretty soon.
All right, check it out. And then, so that's Soda City. And then we have our Halloween haunted house.
Extravaganza!
Zombie Run we'll have up. And then we're also, I know, what's up? Can you show me?
Apparently there's going to be a panel for the CW preview of My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which, it looks interesting. But it also comes with an exclusive 3-minute teaser of Legends of Tomorrow.
Nice. Calm down. So we're gonna do the Halloween thing in Haunted House. We'll have some more information on that soon. But then we're also going to North Carolina Comic Con, right, gentlemen? Is that what we're doing?
I think so.
Are you going Showtime? Did you want to go?
Which one?
The one in Raleigh, North Carolina Comic Con.
When? Sure.
It's in November, right?
November, yes.
Yeah, we went to it last year. With Valiant was there and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one Trex worked at for a little while at the.
Yes, that's also the place where I missed the Miss John Barrowman.
Yeah, and it's the one where I accidentally ran into John Barrowman and his line for being signed by stuff, and I was like, oh no,
I'm not here for this.
hey guys, I'm just looking for the bathroom. All right, sweet. So that's it. We're good. Anything else we want to cover or talk about?
Come out to Soda City. It's going to be great.
Definitely come out to Soda City. We'll be there.
And we'll also have more information on the Haunted House stuff in October.
For sure.
Once I come back from California, we'll be able to schedule stuff there.
Yeah, we're in contact with them right now, so we'll go from there. All right. Well, I'm Stevie B.
I'm Trex.
Showtime.
And we're Nerds of the Apocalypse, and we're out.